In this video, I'm going to show you how to create a testimonial slider in Shopify. Unfortunately, since Shopify doesn't support this functionality by default, what we need to do is use a third-party platform. Don't worry though, it's completely free and also very easy to set up. So the first thing I want you to do is to click the first link in the description of this video, which will take you to the Classable platform. Once you've clicked on the link, this is the page that you're going to see. From here, I want you to click on Start for Free, which automatically takes you to the sign up page of the Classable platform. And here, all you have to do is decide how you want to sign up for Classable. In my particular case, I'm going to go ahead and do that using my Shopify account. And I recommend you to do the same because it will make the entire integration between the two platforms significantly easier. So go ahead and click on Sign up with Shopify. And then you'll be taken to the Shopify login page. Simply log into your Shopify account. And then you'll be prompted to install the Classable plugin on your Shopify website. Simply go ahead and click on Install in the bottom right corner of the screen. Give it a couple of seconds and you'll automatically be redirected to the back end of your Classable account. This is what it looks like, and before I show you how to set everything up, if you take a look on the left hand side of the screen right here, just above my camera, you will see that by default you will be assigned to the free plan. If you go ahead and click on that, I want to quickly run you through the usage limitations of the free plan, just so you can get an idea of what it has to offer, or if you need to choose a different plan. So if you take a look on the screen right here, you can see some of the usage limitations of the free plan. So for example, you can get up to 3,000 monthly page views on your widgets on Shopify. You can, however, get as many widgets as you want installed and live on your site. Do bear in mind that with the free plan, you also get the Powered by Classable badge. So if you want a testimonial slider to be 100% ad-free, or if you plan to get more than 3,000 monthly page views on your Shopify website, then go ahead and click on Upgrade Plan right here, which will take you to Classable's plans page. This is what it looks like. And here, for example, we have the Pro 50 plan, which allows us to get up to 50,000 monthly page views on your widgets on Shopify. As part of the plan, you can also access all features and functionalities the Classable offers, no Powered by Classable badge, unlimited widgets, and priority support. And if you use the slider and you go to the right, you can access all the bigger plans that the platform offers. So yeah, browse through the different plans, choose the one that works best for you, and if you'd like to save some money, I definitely recommend you subscribe to the plan that you want on an annual basis, as that will save you 25% of the total cost of the plan. So for example, the Pro 250 plan will go from $99 per month down to $69 per month. And if you'd like to save an additional 20%, you can also use my discount code at checkout, which you can find in the description of this video. So if I go ahead and use it right now, you can see that this particular plan is going to go from $69 per month down to $55 per month. Now that you know a little bit more about the different plans that the Classable platform has to offer, let me show you how to create the exact type of testimonial slider that you want and how to integrate it with the Shopify website. So the first thing I want you to do is to click on new widget right here on the top, and then you will see this pop up. Here what we need to do is decide whether you want to start completely from scratch or if you want to choose and customize an existing template. I'll personally recommend you to go for a template because all templates are fully customizable anyway, so that's going to save you a whole lot of time and effort in the process. So go ahead and click on template library, and then you'll be taken to this page, which is where you can see all the different templates that the Classable platform has to offer. Now the first thing you want to do here is narrow down your options so you only see the templates that are relevant to you. In that particular case, that will be testimonial sliders. To do that, go on the left hand side of the screen right here, which is where you'll find a bunch of different boxes that you can check. The first box that you want to check will be underneath features here. Click on show more, and then make sure to check the slider option. And if you take a look on the right hand side of the screen right here, you can already see that the templates have changed and we only see slider templates. And right here on row number 3, we already have a bunch of different templates that we can choose from. In my particular case, I'm going to go for this template right here because it looks pretty nice and clean already. But by all means, go ahead and explore different templates, choose the one that you like the most, and let me show you how to customize yours to your liking. Like I said, in my case, I'm going to click on this one because I want to go for this template, and then I'll be taken to this page, which is where I can see what the template looks like before I start making any changes to it. Now for my particular template, the first thing that I can change here is the color scheme. So if I go ahead and click on this color block right here, I can change the color of my template to whatever I want. In my case though, I'm going to keep it as it is because it already looks pretty nice and clean. And then I'm going to click on use this template in the top right corner of the screen, which will take me to the Classable template editor. It will look just like this. In my case, I'm not going to make too many changes to my template because I'm only recording a tutorial video, so it doesn't really matter for me. I just want to quickly show you what's possible, and then I'll let you customize yours to your specific requirements. So for example, if you want to go ahead and delete a particular element from the template that you don't want to have in the final version of your widget, go ahead and click on the element and then simply press the backspace button on your keyboard, and just like that, the component has been deleted. If you want to go ahead and customize a particular element, for example, this guy's picture right here in this case, click on it, and then on the right hand side, you will get the editor for that particular element, and here we can change the image to whatever we want. We can also choose whether we want to display it on desktop. We can round the corners off if you want to. We can also go to the general settings here and then choose an action on click. In my case though, I'm going to to leave it as it is. In fact, the only thing I'm going to change here is make this name a little bit bigger, just so it's easier to read, just like that. Now, besides customizing and deleting existing elements from your template, we can also add additional components to it as well. To do that, go on the left-hand side of the screen here, which is where you can find all the different components that you can add to your particular template. Now, in my particular case, I want to add some social media buttons right beneath this guy's name here. So what I'm going to do is go to over here and then drag the social option and place anywhere they want within the template. In this case, it will be underneath the guy's name. And as you can see, I've just added them. And now what I can do is provide the links right here on the right-hand side. But yeah, as you can see, customizing your template to your specific requirements is super easy and very straightforward. Once you're done customizing yours and you're ready to move forward, go ahead and click on save in the top right corner of the screen. You'll then be taken to this page, which is where we can decide where we want our testimonial slider to be displayed on our Shopify website. Now at the bottom here, so you can see I have a bunch of different placement options, but what we need to pay attention first here is the CSS selector right here on the top, because we need to find it and paste it right here into this field. So what you want to do from here is go to your Shopify website. As you can see, I'm on mine right now. And what you need to decide is where you want your testimonial slider to go. In my particular case, I want it to be underneath this image right here. So what I want to do next is go ahead and press F12 to open up the inspect element section here. And then I want you to press on this button right here in the top left corner of the screen. Now, in order to locate the CSS selector of the section that you want to position your testimonial slider against, like I said, in my case, it's going to be underneath this image. So I'm going to go ahead and click on the image right here. And then on the right hand side, you can see the division section of that particular section. So what we want to do from here is click on right click and then simply hover over the copy button and then click on copy selector. Once you've done that, let's head over back to ClassPo and simply paste the CSS selector that we just copied into this field right here. And then we need to decide where we want to add the form relative to the found element. In this case, the element is this image right here, like I said. And in my case, it's going to be after the element because I want it to be underneath the image. If you need any additional help with this particular part of the video, go ahead and click on how to find a CSS selector right here and then follow the instructions provided. Or you can also leave a comment down below and I'll do my best to help you out. Now, once you've sorted out the placement of your testimonial slider, go ahead and click on next in the top right corner of the screen, which will then take you to the triggering page. This is where we can decide when the actual testimonial slider is going to be shown on our Shopify website. Now, here we have the display frequency, when to display, when to stop displaying, and a bunch of other options that we can customize. In my particular case, I'm not actually going to make any changes here because they're already set to what I'm looking for. When to display immediately. Of course, you can add a delay if you want to. In my particular case, though, I want it to be shown immediately, so I'm going to leave it at that. And then in terms of display frequency, it's set to do not limit, which is what I want it to be on. So I'm going to go ahead and click on next in the top right corner of the screen, which would then take me to the integrations page. This is where you can integrate your widget with Google Analytics or a bunch of different platforms if your particular template allows. In my case, it doesn't, and this does not apply to me. So I'm going to go ahead and click on done once more. And just like that, we're almost ready to go. The next thing you want to do here is go ahead and change the status of your widget from unpublished to published, and then click on save in the top right corner of the screen. Make sure to read this here and then click on confirm and publish. Once your testimonial slider is published, go back to your Shopify website and then make sure to refresh it. And then if everything is set correctly, we should see a testimonial slider right here. As you can see, it looks super nice and clean. I could have done a bit of a better job here to make sure that it fully covers the entire page, but it is what it is. And that's about it. That's how to add a testimonial slider in Shopify. If you have any questions, please let me know down in the comments below and I'll do my best to help you out.